MSF Paulo P13 here, and welcome to today's video. I am talking about the SpiderVerse team, and how you unlock the characters, how you get them to 5 stars, the current state of where they're at, and maybe some future plans for the team. This is all in response to a couple of lines here from the most recent dev blog. I'm not going to go over the entire blog, I just wanted to point out a couple of lines for you guys. Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you guys my current SpiderVerse team so you can have a little bit of context, and I'll explain some minor details. Here you can see I'm just going to go over their star level, and then I'm going to go over the dev blog, and I'm going to explain what it's talking about. So first off, I have a 5-star Venom, I have a 7-star Spider-Man, a 6-star Miles, a 4-star, pretty close to 5-star Carnage, and a 3.5-star Green Goblin. I know not 3.5, but he's halfway to 4 stars. Okay, so why is this relevant? Let me show you the couple of lines from the dev blog real quick. Okay, so here we are. You can see really quickly that it says the Shuri Legendary Event. So this is what we're talking about. And the bottom line, to clarify, the Legendary Event will require characters with a SpiderVerse trait to unlock Shuri. Okay, so any SpiderVerse characters. And you can see where my characters were. Oops, my phone just unplugged. Anyways, a very important line here. Green Goblin and Carnage will have new ways to unlock them outside of Blitz. Okay, so now we're back here with the SpiderVerse characters. What does that mean? So obviously you can see the two characters I don't have at 5 stars. Out of these would be Carnage and Green Goblin. How were they released? Carnage was released with Blitz, 2 blitzes, and same with Green Goblin. So they're promising in the future they will have more ways to unlock them outside of Blitz. Okay, so I'll get to that in a bit. For now, I just want to talk about each of the characters and how they were unlocked. Venom. First off, Venom was important. I got him this far because he's had a few blitzes come around. Or not blitzes, raids. Raids are a great way to farm characters up. So I managed to get a lot of Venom shards. And that's how I got my Venom to 5 stars. So he's honestly been very doable, and I think they're planning on keeping these raids going for a little while longer. So he shouldn't be too hard to get to 5 stars. Now, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the easiest because he is the first character you unlock in the game. And obviously that means you get a little bit of a head start. And he is in the Blitz store. And if you do what I do with the Blitz store, you just buy Blitz Orbs, Blitz Orbs, Blitz Orbs, instead of picking an individual character. He would easily be at 7 stars if you've been playing long enough. But he really is easy to get, and you can get him pretty quick. Let's just take a quick look at the find option here. Let's try that again. Click the find option. Hopefully it'll actually show something. Just orbs, blitz supplies, blitz orbs. It's the only way to get him, but again, it is a very effective way. So that's how I have mine maxed. Miles. He had an event, I believe. Did he have an event? I think he had an event. I actually don't remember how we got him in the first place. But anyways, there are raids for him now, and you get a lot of shards from these raids. Yeah, I have no recollection of how he first was released. That's bad. I am sorry about this, but anyways, he does have a raid, and it goes on very often, and you can really get a lot of shards from that raid. And just make sure you're raiding, and you would have had Venom and Miles to a good point here. I have mine to 6, and I'm really pushing on 7, and we're not running the highest level of his raids. It had to have been an event. Sorry, I'm going to stop droning on about this. Now, Carnage should be next here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I saved up because I knew Carnage was coming, and I wanted to buy Carnage, so I spent on his first offer, and I got him unlocked. I think it was 107 shards or something. But the rest of it I got from Blitz. And I blitzed really hard because I wanted those extra orb fragments on his second blitz, so I managed to get a few orbs, and now I'm pretty close to 5 stars on my Carnage. and I think that was pretty good and definitely worth it. Now, Green Goblin, I did not push quite as hard. I was quite busy during his blitz times, but there was just 2 blitzes, and this is how far I managed to get him on those 2 blitzes. Again, there's not much you can do to get either Green Goblin or Carnage at this point. For Miles and Venom, just do raids a lot. And for Spider-Man, just blitz and buy blitz orbs. And if you need to emergency buy, you can just buy him from blitz supplies, and you can get him you can get him with plenty of time. Now, I have no idea when this event comes out. But assuming a Fury event is coming out in a few days, if this was the next legendary event, which it won't be the next legendary event, so let's say they add it, not the next legendary event, but the one after that, that's still pushing it in time, but that gives us 1 month. That doesn't sound too reasonable, but a month and a half. Let's say it's sometime around then when we all have a chance to unlock Shuri the first time. Normally they like for the first time it to be very difficult for everyone to unlock it, and just the higher end people. But so how are they looking at helping us get these next 2 characters? Basically, if we wait for another month, it's about the time of Infinity War, actually, almost exactly a month away. Super excited about that. Not Infinity War, Endgame. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of issues today. Please forgive me for this, but point being, something they've been teasing coming just around the corner in this game is Alliance Wars. So if they get Alliance Wars out within 2 weeks or so, I'm not sure if that's a reasonable time frame, but just theoretically speaking, if they get Alliance Wars out within 2 weeks and they put the next legendary event in a month and a half, they already kind of stated that Carnage will be available in the Alliance War shop. I don't know if they're going to stick to that or whatnot, if the plans have changed, but if you can get Carnage in the Alliance War shop, that gives you a month to get him up as much as you can, and you really just push. I don't know how many purchases you get, but let's say you can get 10 shards a day. If you really push on Carnage, you can get him there. So I can assume that Carnage is going to be in the Alliance War shop. Love Carnage. Great character, by the way. And that leaves Green Goblin. I couldn't see them putting both Green Goblin and Carnage in the Alliance War shop. If it did happen, I'd be very happy with that. I would be very, very happy if they just put him in the Blitz store. That would make my life super ecstatic. Easy to get him. They've been adding a lot of characters to the Arena store, so I couldn't see that happening. Maybe the Raid store. But I think at least one node for Green Goblin. I couldn't see otherwise. I can see him getting a singular node and being added to the Raid store, and he'll be the one to struggle with. People will struggle with to get to the 5-star allotment for the first unlock. Now, something to consider. If the first event for it is at middle of April, and let's say end of April, then you go with the 2-month rotation, and now because we're adding another legendary event, a 2.5-month rotation for all the legendary events, and that'll put you end of May, end of June, a bit middle of July. So why is this relevant? Well, on July 5th, Spider-Man Far From Home is coming out. And with that movie, there is almost guaranteed to be some more SpiderVerse characters. And those characters would qualify for this event because they should be given the SpiderVerse tag. And I would assume at least one of those characters, probably Mysterio, will be giving like a character event campaign. And if you just spend your power cores, like that you get from the arena, the 200 power cores for the 50 power core refreshes on that event campaign, you can easily get him to 5 stars by the end of it. And if it's like the old school event campaigns, you can get him to 6 stars. If not, it's just going to be like SpiderVerse orbs, which I will be all for, giving you a huge chance to farm these characters. All of them, get them up. So the first time around, it might be a little difficult getting someone like Green Goblin ready. That's my prediction, but I think in the future it's going to be even easier because right now we have 5 characters, but I think by the second and third time this event comes around, we'll potentially have up to 8 characters, and we will have had events for a lot of them. So if you really just focus on these events, you can really have a good chance of unlocking Shuri first or second time without spending money. I know I did spend on Carnage, but I believe it is going to be 100% doable at least the second time through without spending a single dollar. So now just some general advice to help you with these legendary events, because they seem to be coming around more often, and I love that. When farming your characters, try and get them up to 5 stars. 5 stars is huge in this game. I would say 6 is beautiful because you can get Dark Dimension, but eventually you'll get your characters to 6 stars. But when you don't know what to farm, just casually farm characters you don't have at 5 stars up to 5 stars, because it can make a world of difference in a lot of events. Like my Jessica Jones is 6 shards away, so I can get that pretty soon. There's a lot of other characters. My Nobu, can't really farm him. Mantis, can't really farm her. But anyways, I think it's a really good thing to do. If you can look, most of my rosters at around 4 or 5 stars and above. So it's really not that much of a stretch for me, but I think it really can be beneficial. Or at least for all the character groups, try and get 5 up to 5 stars so you're ready. The moment a legendary event comes around, you'll be prepared and ahead of the curve. So there's just some advice. I know it's going kind of similar to another video I did talking about building a wide roster, but do your best to try and get 5 stars on a lot of characters, and you can't really be overly upset by any trait requirements they put on any of these future legendary events. These legendary events are always fun, always very good. Gets you some good characters and lets you have some fun early. So that's pretty much it for you guys. That's how I got my SpiderVerse characters, and how I'm thinking it's going to look in the future to unlock Shuri. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really makes a difference. Thank you guys so much for all the subscribing and sharing you've been doing lately. It's been mind-boggling. I'm very thankful for you guys. And down in the video description, there'll be a link to a Discord. If you guys want to join that, I'm pretty much always around and free to talk. And you will definitely be able to talk to me about this, because I'm curious to hear your takes on this. There's also going to be a link to a Patreon and a Tippy if you're interested in supporting the channel. And as always, I'm here to help.